Hey everybody. First of all, thank you so much for all of the encouragement. I've had people commenting on stuff and people messaging me and everything. I really don't deserve it, but I appreciate it. So thank you. I feel worse physically and emotionally today than I have the past couple of days. Uh, Especially physically. Like I swear, this is like the worst that I've been sick in I don't know how long. Cosmo's grandma kept him last night and like a majority of yesterday and today, so that way it just cut back on how much he had to be around me. Um, so that was appreciative. Unfortunately, this fever is not breaking to save my life, so yay. It's just like, it seems like when it rains, it pours because I just started this new job a couple of weeks ago and I'm having to miss work again tomorrow, so it's just, I'll get through it. I don't have a choice but to get through it because that's what we do, right? It's been a emotional day, but also a very revelationary, rev, whatever. I don't know if that's the right word or not. Kind of day. Um, I've had to come to terms with a lot of things, and I've had to realize a lot of things. Um, I was beginning to feel like a phony because I've been doing all of these things to better myself, like with the ABCs of self love, and now my newest book that I can't repeat the title of because it's got a curse word in it, my Bible and everything. And like I said the other night, I know a lot of stuff that I've been doing wrong, which has been not completely giving my all to God and building my faith and everything like I should have been. But I've also realized today, through talking to a friend, that my breakup this past week has been pretty hard, and I have realized that I was ready for the relationship, but I wasn't ready for the fallout because I have more work that I need to do on myself in that department. I have really bad abandonment issues from when I was a kid, and from my relationship that I got away from in October. And I thought that I was doing better in that department, but I guess not. And I also realized that I put way too much of my worth into my boyfriend recently. Um, and I'm not blaming him on that like that. He didn't do anything to cause me to do that. That was a me thing. I thought that because I was doing all the work every day that meant that I could sustain myself without anybody, and I was wrong. And I will do better on that. Like I said the other night, I'm not going to be dating again for a while because obviously I have a lot of work still left to do. But I put way too much of my worth into my boyfriend, and I need to do better about that. And I need to learn how to be my own person without somebody. Um, I also realized that I was taking on a lot of guilt today, the past few days, um, and I should have some guilt about things. I didn't handle the breakup the way that I should have, um, and that's on me, and I own that. And I take accountability for that. I I took out everything that my ex husband did on my boyfriend when we split up because there was a lot of things that he did wrong, but I didn't handle that properly when I broke up with him, and I lashed out on him and said some very cruel things that I shouldn't have said the details on. But I didn't handle that breakup the way that I should have, and that's on me, and I own that. Like I said, he should not have been the one on the receiving end of a lot of my anger and hurt. A lot of it was residual stuff from what I got out of in October, and I will do better on that. Um, I have no choice but to do better on that because I deserve to feel better than I do, and I deserve to find happiness. I thought that I did. Um, and we both ruined that. That's one of my revelations is I did a lot of dumb things after their breakup, but leading up to it, he had a lot of things that he did wrong too. And I am proud of myself, at least for recognizing the signs and the red flags sooner this time than I did last time. So I will give myself grace and credit for that. I'm just not proud of how I handled it afterwards. I didn't deserve it, but luckily he forgave me today. And I forgive him for the things that he did wrong. I hope nothing but the best for him, because despite the negatives, in the end, he is the reason why I was able to find a church that I love and Cosmo loves. And he did give me hope again, and so many other things, and I could list everything, but this video would be too long. So yeah, I am thankful for him, and I do hope the best for him. And I do still feel incredibly terrible for how I handled things, but like I said, he forgave me. I just have to learn to forgive myself now, and I will do that. It takes time. Luckily I started a new Bible plan today in addition to the other Bible plan that Cosmo and I are doing together, so I will, like I said, Gina 2.0 is coming. Just watch. I learned I don't believe in coincidences. I thought that he was placed in my life to be my person after my ex, but that obviously wasn't the case. So I don't know what it was, other than maybe just to help me find God again. And for that, I will always be appreciative of him. So yeah, this is me owning my stuff. And this is me being authentic and being true to myself and being honest about where I went wrong, but also giving myself grace, because I've been beating myself up for the past 48 hours for ruining everything. But like I said, talking to a friend today, and I realized I didn't handle things right, but there was a lot of stuff that led to that that was not handled right either from the boyfriend. And so I won't take on all of that guilt. We'll just turn everything over to God, and I will do better. I have to, because I deserve it. I deserve to be happy. I know that I do, and I know I will be. I am. I mean, I am happy. I'm not happy with myself right now, but I am happy still. I still have so many good things in my life, so I'm not going to sit here and dwell on a bad relationship. Not even a bad relationship. I'm not going to sit here and dwell on a bad breakup. It wasn't even a bad relationship. It was a bad breakup. You live and you learn, right? Thank you again, everybody, for all the kind words and encouragement and everything. And had a lot of people asking if I'm okay, and I'm not right now completely, but I will be. I am okay, but I'm not okay, and I will be someday, though. Trust, I will be. I handled this a lot better than I did my situation in October. In October, I was helpless, and I didn't know what to do, and I struggled, and I too hard to depend on so many other people. And this time, I didn't do that. I took care of responsibilities. I took care of schoolwork, and I took care of work stuff, and I took care of things today. And I also rested, and I took care of myself. And like I said, I did my Bible plan stuff, and I did my book that I'm working on right now. I did all the work. I did all the things. And I did a lot better this time than I did in October. I am proud of myself. I didn't sit here and dwell. I didn't sit here and spiral. I didn't sit here and fall apart. I picked myself up, and I relied on God, as I should. And that was the first thing I did this morning when I woke up, is I turned to God. I did my Bible study and everything before church, and then I did my church online, because I couldn't go in person, obviously. So yeah, so I am proud of myself on that. We'll be okay. That's how I know I will be okay, because I handled it better this time than I did in October. Because I mean, obviously this time was different. The boyfriend wasn't abusive. He wasn't terrible to me. He just made some poor choices in our relationship, and I handled it poorly. So it was easier this time to pick myself up. So yeah, get ready, guys. Gina 2.0 is coming, I promise. Remember to stay kind, and I will practice what I preach on that, and I will start being kinder, because I was not kind this past week. So, lesson learned. I will practice what I preach. So, bye guys.